Alright guys, we need to talk, and I really regret not doing a video about this much sooner, but it is an unfortunate a vice of mine that I kind of get wrapped up in my work, and I'm not just talking about what I do here on YouTube, but also I'm reluctant to call it my real job because saying it's a real job is like it demeans people who do YouTube for a living. It's often used as a derogatory term for people who make a living off of YouTube. Let's just say my main job, my main paying job. But the point is, I kind of get wrapped up in a lot of things. I'm constantly working on videos for all of my channels, and when I'm not doing that, I'm usually at work, earning my my main living, unless one of these days this YouTube thing works out for me. However, if there is a hope that I can do YouTube for a living, it may actually be shattered this coming week because I don't know how many of you don't know by now, but Net Neutrality is in trouble. Now, Net Neutrality, in short, basically is a law in the United States. I think most other countries have it as well. Some don't, but we'll get to that in a minute. It basically classifies the internet, I think, as a public utility or something like that, which means anybody can use the internet for whatever means they want. They want to start a business, they want to start a YouTube channel, they want to, blog and use social media, watch videos. They can do whatever they want. That's the point of it. And now it's looking like the FCC, the head of the FCC, wants to get rid of it. The guy in charge is a man named Ozzie Pie, and I think we're going to put up a picture of this guy because you need to see him. Now, I'm not one to make fun of a man by the way he looks, but listen, as someone who reviews cartoons online in their free time, I know a cartoon villain when I see one. And this guy is a cartoon villain. I mean, look at him with his smug smile and his big white teeth. Guy looks like he should be a boss in Cuphead. But anyway, the point is, this guy, who is a former lawyer for Verizon, now in charge of the FCC, so he's not biased at all, wants to get rid of net neutrality for the sake of everyone on the internet, which is an outright lie and wrong no matter how you look at it. So here's the thing. If net neutrality goes away, and as I said before, there are countries that don't have net neutrality. I believe New Zealand is one of them. And the way things work down there, the way things work in a country without net neutrality is that whatever company sees a website or an online service as some sort of competition, they force you to charge more to use them. Otherwise, the bandwidth is restricted and the website or the service or whatever is slowed down. They don't block it, mind you, but they slow it down. Or they sort of funnel you towards using their service, or you have to pay them for, the extra bandwidth in order to use it like you would normally use it. And a lot of people from the other countries that don't have net neutrality have been speaking out about this. And we've seen, the people posting their pricing of all the different services, all the little packages you can buy. So they have like the social media package where it's like an extra $5 a month. You can use Facebook and Twitter and Instagram, etc. You want to play games online, you want to use Steam or play World of Warcraft or something, that's another fee you got to pay. Now here's where it gets kind of really, really stupid, in my opinion, because there's a package for search engines. There's one, and just to illustrate what I'm trying to say here, did you know that Verizon owns Yahoo? I actually didn't know that for a while. I learned that when I was watching people do their videos on the net neutrality issue. Yeah, so Verizon owns Yahoo. So if Verizon is your internet service provider, you could use Google or Bing or one of the other ones, but it's going to be very, very slow and very, very inconvenient, so you got to use Yahoo. Now, that's not really that much of an issue. I don't really think there's a whole lot difference between search engines or whatever, but it's the principle of the matter. Anyone they want $5 to use Google, okay? That right there should just sum it up, and that is just absolutely ludicrous. And if that doesn't just outrage people, I really don't know what it is. And what drives me crazy is that they're selling this as a way to improve the internet, or we're fighting for internet freedom by getting rid of net neutrality, which is actually the opposite of what they're trying to do. And I don't mean to start yelling, but this whole issue has got me just completely pissed off. All right, give me a second to just collect my thoughts here for a second, because I have gotten really angry about this as things have unfolded, because I genuinely can't see an upside to this in any way, shape, or form unless you're an internet service provider. Unless you actually will make money off of this as AT&T or Verizon or Comcast or whatever. Like, everyone else is screwed. That's how it is. This is going to completely dismantle the internet. And as much as I've had my issues with the internet over the many years I've been using it, it has become a necessity. Especially, I'm doing videos right now. People do videos on YouTube. This is going to affect them. If you use social media for your family or your business or whatever, this is going to affect you. This is going to affect everybody who's not making money providing internet service. That's how bad this is. And if this passes, I genuinely don't know what's going to happen. If you want more information on this, a lot of YouTubers have been doing videos about it. I think Jim Sterling did one. I found the most informative one to be Angry Joe's video, which I think I'll put a link to into the description. He also had a link to a Reddit post that showed all the different links of all the different places you can go to, voice your opinion on this or contact your congressman or whatever. So I'll put a link to that in the description as well. So if you're looking to raise your voice about this, you can go check out that link. And now's the time to do it, because I believe the vote for this is on Thursday. So you need to let your local congressman, whoever your politician is, you got to let them know, whether you're Democrat, Republican, or other. This is going to affect everybody. This is like the one thing that we should be all agreeing upon, considering how bad things have been lately. But I digress. So I don't know. I don't. The YouTube audience is usually a much younger crowd. Last time I checked my analytics, I do have quite a few, a good majority of my viewers, I think, are voting age. So that's a good thing. So if there's ever a problem that I need to vlog about like that, if there's some sort of political crap going on, I can really count on my audience, hopefully, to be informed and to vote if necessary. This is definitely one of those times. Now, some of you I know are from different countries. Some of you I do know are much younger. So the best way you can help right now, I think, is to, well, for one, share this video. If anybody you watch on YouTube is doing a video about this, share it, retweet it, put it on Facebook, put it on a blog, send it to everybody you know. If you have American friends, if you're in another country and you have friends in America, let them know about this. If you're a younger person, tell your parents, tell older members of your family that can do something about this. I know there's going to be a protest, I believe Tuesday and Wednesday or something like that, where they're telling everyone to break the internet. I really don't know. I really don't know how that's going to go, but we shall see how that turns out. Hopefully, it does cause some attention. So yeah, if this is going to affect everybody. So we need you guys to really, make your voices heard about this. Well, here's the thing. The scary part is if this does pass, because, well, as we know, money talks in Washington, and if the big money companies are going to make more big money off of it, then more than likely it could go through. I really feel like it's not going to happen, but there is always the chance. I mean, if the last 2 years have taught me anything, it's never say never. But the point is, if this does happen, I'm gonna level with you guys. This channel is hanging by a thread, and what I mean is, I don't make any money off of this. I'm doing this because I would like to hopefully do it one day as my job. Unfortunately, it's not really working out. Unfortunately, I mean, I have my regular job, which I want to, which I, it's not a great job, but I need something better. I've been looking into like full-time work in all different places. I've been looking possibly to move to some place where there might be more opportunities. But I really would like to continue to do this. And if net neutrality goes down, well, this channel might go with it. Because if I have to pay an extra $5 or $10 just to use YouTube, then that ain't happening. I'm sorry. I can't afford that, and I simply don't have the time to do that anymore if I can't afford it, because I need to save my money. I have a girlfriend that I love very much who's working in another state right now, and I'd like to have a future with her. And if this is going to be an issue, then I'm probably going to have to move on, and I probably won't shut down the channel, but I probably have to stop making videos, because it is time consuming and it is a lot of work for very little reward, unfortunately. And if net neutrality will probably be like the scissors that cut that thread that this channel's hanging on. But yeah, that's the problem on my end. But again, just tell everybody to call, make phone calls. And I think that's kind of a testament to how bad our government is right now. If you have to make phone calls and write letters in 2017, soon to be 2018, yeah, that's that tells you it's because our government is run by old people who don't care about the internet, and who'll probably hear them say this is for the benefit of the internet, and they don't know anything about the internet. Well, then yeah, that's the chance for this to go through. But yeah, I think I've pretty much said what I needed to say. I'm still working on videos that'll hopefully still go up, but who knows. Alright, so you have the information, you have your mission. Let everyone who has significance in Washington or whatever, who has significance over people who can potentially vote this out, to tell them to leave the internet alone. If you care about this channel, if you care about any channel on YouTube, if you don't want to pay an extra $5 to have to just use YouTube and watch your favorite YouTuber, then yeah, you need to let them know that net neutrality's got to stay. So all right, I've said my piece. Hopefully it was enough. I know I don't have a big audience, but I know a lot of bigger YouTubers are doing it too. So I guess this is my little contribution to it. So here's hoping things stay the same, and good luck and Godspeed.